I know this is going to come off as weird and strange, but you gotta believe us. This actually happened. And as long as me and my wife live, we're never going back camping. At least not at Creekville Woods. This happened 4 years ago. Me and my wife decided that we should go camping because we love nature and we love the outdoors. We picked our camping site and we discovered that there was a lake not too far from our camping site. So we got everything unpacked. I started the fire. My wife brought the food and we made beans and sausage. I also brought coleslaw and potato salad too as well. We were having a good time, laughing, talking, telling scary stories. Time flew by and it got even darker. My wife put the fire out and me and her snuggled together in our sleeping bag looking at the stars and the moon. We were even a bit tipsy thanks to the wine my wife brought with us on the trip. Everything was going well until my wife jumped up from our sleeping bag that we were sharing together. She looked around in a very serious way and in a very concerning way. Her eyes squint as she kept on looking around. Confused by this, I asked her what was wrong, and she told me, "Listen." And so I did, and that's when I noticed how eerily silent it was. There was no sound in the woods at all, not even the noise from the night creature, not even the insects that make little noises, not even the crickets, not even the owls. It was quiet, too quiet. There wasn't even any wind in the air. Suddenly, the temperature dropped out of nowhere. Despite it being summer, it got so cold that I thought that me and my wife was going to freeze to death. But then all of a sudden, I had this feeling that me and my wife were being watched. So I looked around everywhere and I didn't see nothing. I was about to tell my wife to let's go get in the car and cut on the heater so we could warm up, but then she let out a horrifying scream. I looked at her. She was pale and she was pointing at something in the woods. She had tears in her eyes and she was covering her mouth with her other hand. I looked in her direction and that's when I saw it. At first it looked like a moose or some kind of reindeer, but something seemed off about it. I was going to reassure my wife that it was probably a deer, but then this deer, or whatever it was, began to stand up on its hind leg, and it let out a horrifying growl and screeched at the same time. Every hair on my body stood up. My blood ran ice cold. The creature looked at us and it began to run in our direction. I quickly grabbed my wife's hand and ran to the car, leaving our belongings behind. When me and her got in the car, we drove for about an hour until we got into a motel and we stayed there for the rest of the night. Luckily, the creature never followed us, and by the next day, me and my wife went back to our camping site to try to retrieve the things we left at the camping site. But when we got there, all of our belongings were gone. Nothing was left. You wouldn't even be able to tell that we were there camping, so we counted as a loss and went home. 2 days later, my wife did some research about what we saw, and my wife told me that she think that we witnessed a Wendigo. From what my wife told me, it's an urban legend, a mythical creature, or a very evil spirit. Whatever it was, I know one thing. Me and my wife are never going back to Creekville Woods ever again. Not as long as that creature is roaming around in those woods. Hello everyone, thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel and cut on all notification bell. Please also like and share this video. Also, follow me on all my social media platforms. The link will be down below. And if you're able to, please consider donating something to my Cash App or PayPal. This helps me to keep the channel going, and it helps me to create more videos and get more equipment so I can make good videos for you guys to enjoy. Thank you very much. Mr. Creepyashell, signing out.